Mark Stein of the New York Times had a report this morning. He says, now Miami is Butler's preferred trade destination. We know what a good relationship Jimmy and Dwayne Wade had. And look, there's no organization that values all of those things that Jimmy Butler is known for, right? Hard work, determination, getting yourself up, that sort of thing. We also have reports from our own Woj that the Suns are emerging as a potential third team in a Butler trade. So they of course, have been looking for a point guard. This could be a Phoenix,
That would
Miami,
be crazy, don't you think, if
Minnesota.
Miami traded Dragic in that deal?
I mean, it's,
Nice glasses. But
yeah, no, now we're officially into
We're
Miami.
back onto Heat Island.
Oh, we're in Miami now?
Back onto Heat Island.
We're in Miami?
Look, it
Oh,
makes
okay.
There you go.
I didn't know we was in Miami. My bad.
it makes
I love this show. I am so happy to come to work every day. I
partner
just
in
have to
crime.
tell
You
you.
know,
Thank
I
you
get
guys
it.
for hanging out with us. Go ahead. We need to actually
Both
give
of you
us
guys,
hardcore, detailed
welcome to Miami.
NBA reporting, and you've got two guys in sunglasses sitting next to you.
That's how we go here. It's great. It would be great for Jimmy Butler to go to Miami because that's a team that will probably be willing to pay him the 5 years, $190 million, which not everybody would. It'd be great for the Heat, who are hopelessly capped out the next 2 years. The only way they can even get involved in any sort of free agent move is by making a trade, so they're happy. But would it be so good for the Wolves? Now, that's where we get into a difficult situation. And like, for me, I mean, the reason Woj is tweeting about Dragic is that the rumors in the league are that Dragic is the guy that the Heat are offering. To me, I wouldn't do that deal. If I'm Tom Thibodeau and I'm losing my star two guard, I got to get back a two guard to replace him.
Exactly.
And that's why I want Josh Richardson. But like with Mark Stein's report coming out there, I've seen this before. What's trying to be done here is Jimmy's representation is trying to freeze out the other offers to try to force their way to Miami, and Miami's like, sure, let that out there because we want to make a less than strong offer.
We don't want to have the competition.
And this is why we're in day 8, and we may get to day 12, or we may get to day 15, because when you do deals like this, you gotta ferret all this stuff out.
I think the one thing is that's different from people say, well, Paul George tried it and it didn't work, and Kawhi tried it and it didn't work. The difference is Jimmy's somewhere where someone who he knew and trusted and loved playing for. If that guy can't convince him, stay, what chance does anybody, right? If he's made up his mind, I don't want to be here, and that's a place where they had an inside track on him. I don't know if you're another team, if you can risk it, unless maybe the only team I can think of that can legitimately do would be Philadelphia. But everything we've heard of, they don't want to part with their younger assets to get a guy like that.
Philly's sort of on the periphery. I think if there was a bad deal to make, where they could win a deal, I think they would jump in. But I don't think they want to make bids.
Right.
I think wherever it is, there got to be a situation with players he respect, like Miami, with guys like D-Wade. There got to be a situation like that. It can't be the same situation as he was in Minnesota.
No, and that's the thing about Miami. The culture. They don't need Jimmy to come build it for him, which is what they wanted him in Minnesota.
Right.
It's already there.
Right.
We all about this, not because of you or of him or whatever. That's how they are in Miami. You show up, you get the body fat thing, and these are all things I think that fit Jimmy's personality on the court and then off the court. I think there are things that fit his personality there, too.
That's what he thought
Everybody's
he was going to. Yes, he thought he was going to in a Tibbs organization, right? I mean, hard work, and we value all of these
But
things.
they wanted him to help
establish
that. It's already there in Miami.
Rach, the word I've heard is that Eric Spoelstra really, really wants to make this happen. Of course, Pat Riley is involved, but Spo is really trying to make this go through.
And let me just, really quick, because some people say, well, he's 29, why'd you lock him up with that kind of money? Guess what, man? And this is the game. You have to add bona fide assets, right?
Yep.
And until you get one, you can't get two, and until you get two, you can't get three. So this whole thing of people saying Miami should pass on him because of what it's... No. You don't have, well, look at your roster.
I don't know if it's the game for everybody, but it sure as heck is the game for Miami, who's trapped into an expensive average roster.
Every team situation is different, too. I'm not making any kind of deal like this if I'm, I'm going all the way to the extreme. Boston.
Right.
Like, you're in such a good spot. You wouldn't mess that up. Miami is in a terrible spot. I mean, it's unbelievable, the situation. Someone who is as good as Pat Riley, as good as Andy Ellsberg is. I mean, these are some of the top people in the league have gotten themselves through a bunch of circumstances. Chris Bosh, Hassan Whiteside, things that didn't go as they expected, into a terrible situation.
For the Heat organization not to be able to take part in next year's free agency when there's all those guys out there, like Pat Riley's like, how did we get ourselves in this spot?
These guys are geniuses. I still want to know how they got the Beno Udrih deal done. Remember when they just, hey, he'll just take less money and then we won't pay the tax.
It'll be fine. You will take less
money.
There's
a lot of those type of situations. We could be here all day.
Culture. It's called culture,
This
people.
is not the money you're looking for.